and welcome to Whitman Partners Awards and Recognition Spotlight. This awards season, we are highlighting the 40 fast and future leaders of surgical services. For those of you who don't know, the 40 Fast Awards celebrates operating room managers and directors who have quickly risen to leadership rank. These leaders demonstrate astute leadership skills and achievements worth recognizing. My name is Melissa Lee, Marketing Associate with Wellspan Partners, and today we are joined by Krystal Robinson, who's the Administrative Director of Perioperative Care at Wellspan Surgical Center in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Welcome, Krystal.
Hi, thank you. I appreciate for being nominated for this. I think a few would be that cross-training staff would be pretty important for the OR right now, especially with, I know everyone's aware of the crisis that we're going through with staffing. I think possibly adding shifts that overlap, maybe a 7 to 3, maybe even a 11A to 7P to cover those cases that go over, so that staff that have already been there aren't, expected to stay, because we all know that work-life balance is very important. And then possibly maybe better weekend options for taking call. I think that would be something else that would be important to look at. Like I mentioned, I believe that staff shortaging all around is going to definitely be a tension point for both inpatient and outpatient facilities in the hospital and the ASCs. I think staff leaving the OR and going to ASCs because of better work-life schedule, no holidays, no call. I feel like the competition there is also causing tension. A lot of people leaving the OR are going to the ASCs, and the ASCs feel, pressured, not to take, to hire them, because at the same time we know we're hurting our, as one, we're all kind of not benefiting from this. And then I also think we could be more creative, like I said, with call schedules. Maybe during the week have, a shift that's for the call schedule, so that maybe those in the OR don't have to take call throughout the night. I think that would be a better option. And I also think we're seeing a lot of back ordered items in supply through the supply chain. I think that would be something that's also causing tension, maybe looking for substitutes. I think everyone needs to be aware of this, and that there might be some substitutes for a while, and that we just have to kind of all work together to, reach what the goal. Yeah, I think that it's going to need to take, definitely a team approach, get input from all aspects that you've mentioned. I definitely think it's going to be challenging. We need to get better at managing workflows for both inpatient and outpatient. Definitely looking at throughput and staffing as well. And we're going to need a lot of creative thinking, again, as a whole from all aspects of the team. I would say for me as a new director coming in, mine was definitely staff satisfaction. I came in the middle, maybe towards the end of COVID, so there was a lot of tension there. A lot of my team our center was closed, and they had to go to the hospital and work various shifts, not their set schedule that they're used to. So I think for me, it was definitely building a better culture here when I started, definitely increasing satisfaction, just trying to have a better working environment here, getting staff involved with more of like a positive, look, to once they open back up here, to kind of lift the spirits again.
Definitely. Positivity is key for sure, especially with that employee morale. I definitely see that.
Yes, definitely positive team environment is very much key. I would say my onboarding process went very well. My one-up at the time, she was wonderful. I definitely felt trust there in the beginning, that I knew she wasn't gonna kind of leave me to figure things out. She definitely, the first week I started, she was here every day. I think her being present was very important. It showed that, was a great leader and, wanted to see me be successful. She definitely helped me, answering emails and meetings and explaining things. She did a very good job. We kind of sat and anything I was questioning, she would go over with me. So I do think that my onboarding went very well. And I also felt from other directors and managers, my peers, they were very open and willing to help me and answer questions if I had any. So it was great. Yeah.
So you felt welcomed and given the right tools to succeed.
Yes, I felt very welcome. I had a few reach out to me. Hey, if you need anything, if just let me know. And like I said, I already knew that my one-up was very knowledgeable. So I knew if, and I already felt a trust in her. So I knew if I had to reach out to her, if she didn't know the answer, she would get it for me. So
that's great.
I'm sure they've thought of this, but I mean, we all know staff turnover is very expensive, especially in the OR. If you bring on a new nurse who has no experience in the OR and you spend 6 to months to a year training them, it's very for them to leave after that. The cost is significant. I also think that just people that do take the time to train and then staff leaving, that's also puts a lot of stress. You spend all that time training and then again it's the turnover. Like spending money on equipment that's not used regularly, that's important to try to cut back on, and then not utilizing the OR block efficiently.
Yes, we have seen a lot of the block utilization really as a focal point to work on for 2023. So that's interesting that you brought that up as well.
I actually have a nurse that's been here a long time retiring the end of this year. And everyone just seems to be, we're all feeling her loss already. She has only, a few weeks left, and she is going to be a very hard shoe to fill. I have spoke with her a little bit about, she just has a positive attitude, and I just think it's going to be very challenging. I'm sure others are having the same with retired nurses, and I just think it's going to be very challenging to fill those shoes.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got the generational gap, but also just the wealth of on-hands experience for all those years. It's huge. So sometimes those people in a mentorship capability are really fantastic also, but that's great that you at least have that relationship. Well, I'd like to thank you, Krystal, for your time and participation. And of course, many congratulations again on being nominated. Thanks, everyone. This is Melissa Lee signing off from Whitman Partners. Take care.